It's put up or shut up time for the Los Angeles Kings. We are out of excuses as to why we cannot find playoff success at this stage of the game. Back in the playoffs yet again, another 50-win season in the books. One of the top teams in the NHL, although of course we did not win the division title nor the President's Trophy, thanks to the San Jose Sharks. We take on the Vancouver Canucks in round one, and this simply has to go our way. Not only because it is a goal for the season to make it out of the second round, and if we fail here, we're losing either a second-round pick or a B-level prospect, which again would be a medium top 6 forward or a medium top 4 defenseman, or perhaps, again, a medium starter goalie. Not only because of that, but again, this could be our captain's last run on the team. Despite the fact that Anze Kopitar is not currently in the lineup, he is essentially the sole survivor from the remaining players of the original Kings Cup wins in the early 2010s. Of course, we're in 2026 at this point. It's been a long time. Of course, there are still players on this team, numerous players on this team, that were in the system at the time. We started the series, at least not exactly in the system when they won the Cups, you get what I'm saying. But again, we're down to the sole survivor. Doughty's gone. Brown, Carter, there is only one. Jonathan Quick, of course, gone as well. Hat, you gotta win here, buddy. You have to. Not only is there the frustration with us not winning thus far, of course, we chose Carter Hart over a younger goaltender who, you never know, might have been able to get the job done. So with that, you've seen the team. You know what the situation is. Yes, we have Kopitar, Durzi, and Wagner as healthy scratches. I think I called one of the Wagners Austin Watson. It was probably Austin Wagner accidentally. Don't know why, but hey, again, another sign of me recording much later than I should have. Should have just gone to bed that day. I made a mistake in the Chicago episode too, so what are you going to do? But time will tell whether or not this top 4 is solid enough to get the job done. Of course, the addition of Vince Dunn over a couple other medium top 4 defensemen. We'll see if that pays off for us this year as well. Hanging on to Mo Marsh. It hasn't exactly backfired yet, despite him not being a great fit for that third pairing. Even though we've had struggles on the fourth line this year, that top 9 should be good enough. More than good enough to at least get us out of the first round. Please. Let's take a look at what we're up against. Let's look at this Vancouver lineup and see what we're dealing with. We're gonna lose. Oh, God. Oh, we're gonna lose, aren't we? Oh, boy. Brad Lambert. 6th overall in 2022 for the Canucks. Elias Pettersson, Elias Peterson, Elias Pettersson. Call him what you will. He's a goddamn 93 and the best forward on this team. Brock Besser is still there as well. I'm sure some of you are intrigued as I am by the contracts. Woo! Oh, that's some big money. Second line, Vasily Podkolzin, JT Miller, and Bo Horvat, who they have on the wing. There is that. Wow, that. Come on, man. Jesus, this team is not going to be the same by the end of this season, but damn. Of course, we don't know for sure what the overalls are. You know what? I don't normally do this. I think I am going to go back to, hey, let's turn off Fog of War. Let's see what we're really dealing with here, because, yeah, I mean, I'm kind of scared to not know. I mean, it makes it worse, the thought that JT Miller could be a 92. Let's turn off Fog of War for the playoffs. What's the harm in that? So, I mean, our team, it doesn't really change. Again, yeah, I mean, we had the full report on our squad. That's not really surprising. Well, actually, I think Van Kadishin, wasn't he showing up as a higher rated guy? But regardless, these are the numbers for our team as it stands. I think most of them are the same. Madden might have actually gone up by a point. Let's take a look at the Couv. People hate when I call them the Couv, so I'm calling them the Couv. Let's take a look at the Canucks and see what we're dealing with. Oh, no, it's still horrifying. It's even worse. Pettersson went up by a point. So did Horvat. JT Miller's actually a 92 right now because of the morale. Holy hell, it got worse. Third line of Arturi Lehkonen, Max Domi, and Brendan Gallagher. Just come on down, Montreal. You're the next contestants on the Vancouver Canucks. Jesus, the fourth line, Jesper Fast, Ryan Barrett, who is computer-generated, 20th overall in 2023, and Cam Morrison. Holy. All right. We need to see a weak defense here because that offense is going to be very tough to put up with. It's not weak, at least at the top. Quinn Hughes. Of course, he doesn't have a picture because I refuse to update my rosters because I'd lose way too much work. So you still get to deal with Quinn Hughes not having a picture. He is on that top pairing with Brett Pesce. Second pairing, though, it gets a little bit weaker. Luke Green and Jake McCabe, Colton White and Jet Wu, who just really hasn't developed for them. So that's a pretty big benefit. So, you know, they do have the one thing we don't, which is a top defenseman in this league. But the rest of that defense is incredibly weak. Replacement level, essentially. And that is where we have to take advantage. And then they have former LA King, 39-year-old Ben Bishop, between the pipes. Oh, boy. Ben Bishop. 902 save percentage, and he has struggled. God. He's been everywhere for the past couple of seasons, too. And then Arturs Silovs. Latvian is the backup. Healthy scratches or injuries. An injury to Adam Pelech. You also have Mitch Stevens and Adam Gaudette as healthy scratches. So they're going to have a very high-rated offense. I would say the defenses are about even, but they have the biggest game changer on the defensive side of things. Let's take a look at what the ratings are. They do have a 100-rated offense. We have the advantage in defense and in goal. It's just a question as to whether or not Carter Hart and the defense in front of him can shut down a 100-rated offense. And I simply don't know if they can. I don't know if we can. But now's the time to prove that we can. Now's the time to prove that we're good enough to get it out of, to get out of the first round, to, get this out of the way. Let's see if we can. First period, game 1, round 1 against the Canucks. And it's a good start. Matt Savoy and Tyler Madden, 2 goals on 14 shots. More than doubled them up in shots. A very good start for us. We can't take our foot off the gas from here, though. We really need to see more. Hopefully we do. Second period. That's okay. Bjorn Fott and Wagner. It was a 4-0 lead. Gallagher and Pedersen with goals. So, again, it's back to a 2-goal lead. They did much better in the shot department that period. We go to the third, up by 2. Potentially in danger, that's right, I'm going to jinx it, potentially in danger of blowing a 4-0 lead. If that happens, Carter Hart deserves to be fired out of a cannon. 5-3 power play, it's a 1-goal game. Max Domi, 6.5 to go. Oh, God, don't you blow this. Don't you do it. Don't do it. Oh, thank God. Alex Turcotte, the empty netter. It wasn't as convincing as I would have hoped for, but a 5-3 victory in game 1. Not too bad. Good game for Austin Wagner. 2 points on that fourth line. Turcotte was solid. Vince Dunn solid as well, bringing the physical play. And the Kings survived to take game 1. But unfortunately, that's kind of the word of the day. Survived. Not ideal. Sean Corrali was the only minus player. As unfortunate as that is, Catahat was not great, but he was good enough, and it's what we needed. That was stressful, and that was just game 1. So, signs of things to come, I suppose. For the Ontario Reign, by the way, they are back in a playoff spot and could potentially take the division title if they win and Stockton lose from the looks of it, because the Heat still haven't clinched. So it'll be worth keeping an eye on here. Let's see what happens. Game 2. We need another strong performance from our offense. Again, a 97 rated offense is nothing to scoff at, despite being compared to their 100 rated offense. But still, we need another strong performance here. First period. Yes, just yes. Thank you for showing up so far. Dylan Genther on the power play. Rick Van Katischen as well. 2 goals in 22 seconds within the first minute and 57 of the first period. That is a great way to start things off, but again, can we keep it up? Second period, we couldn't. That's unfortunate. Brad Lambert makes this a 1-goal game. All right, here we go. Third period. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Power play goes to waste. Rasmus Kupari scores on a power play of our own. We are just giving up all of the shots in this game. Brock Besser gets them back to within 1. Power play. Please score. We didn't. 3.5 to go. Please hold on. Please, Carter, steal it for us. Carter, yes. Oh, my God. 49 shots. Really no defense on either side. Neither team showing up. Both teams allowing over 40 shots. But thank God our goaltender was able to stand on his head. That is what we got Carter Hart for. He is capable of games like that, and he delivers. In Game 2, we defend home ice, and we have a 2-0 series lead. The power play was crucial for us there. Carter Hart steals the day. Thank God. Thank God for that. We still have a long way to go, though. San Jose tied things up with Edmonton. Hopefully they end up losing. The Reign make it to the postseason. They're taking on the Bakersfield Condors in round 1. Stockton plays San Diego. For now, we focus on the task at hand with the NHL team. Game 3, I'm almost tempted to make changes to that fourth line because Corrali's been a bit weak so far. But we're winning, so I'm not going to change anything. It's Game 3. Let's see what happens. So far, so good. Carter Hart has done what he's needed to do. The offense has stepped up. Will that continue to be the case here in Game 3? First period, and another fantastic start. Sean Corrali. We leave him in the lineup. He gets a goal. Van Katterson and Kupari as well. Pettersson gets one back for the Canucks. But it's a 3-1 lead. So again, we continue to really get off to good starts through the opening 20 minutes. And again, hopefully we can ride that wave of momentum through the rest of the game. Second period, goal apiece. Savoy on the power play. Podkolzin gets one back. So we're up by 2 heading into the third period yet again. Let's see what happens. Good shot advantage. Power play chance here goes to waste. Would have been nice to just kind of end the game there to make it a 3-goal lead. We're halfway through the third, though. We're looking okay. Power play again goes to waste. Time winding down. Matt Phillips. And then Rick Van Katterson 23 seconds later. The Los Angeles Kings have a 3-0 series lead on the Vancouver Canucks. Phillips gets his first ever NHL postseason goal, and things are looking good. Great game for that second line. Kupari, Grundstrom, and Van Katterson. And thank God the Kings are 1 win away from making it to the second round for the very first time. Clegg and Dunn, the only minus players. But what a game for Phillips and Marsh on that third pairing. That is outrageous. So, again, I thought Phillips was good enough for the job, especially after the Jake Gardiner debacle. But it simply just didn't happen, and he's been great. Carter Hart, fantastic again. Everything's coming up Millhouse right now. The offense is doing its job. Our defense is standing up to a high, firepower offense on the other side. Unfortunately, San Jose has won 3 straight games against Edmonton, which means whoever wins this series, it's looking like they're going to be squaring off with the top team in the league. So if we eventually finish off the Vancouver Canucks here, we're going to have one hell of a challenge ahead of us, against a team that we didn't do that well against in the regular season. 1 win away from making it to the second round, from accomplishing a goal from the season, or for the season, kind of, minimizing the damage done. But we still need to win 1 more. Let's do it. First period, goal apiece. JT Miller on the power play. Tyler Madden gets it back. They outshot us, so if anything, I feel fortunate that we're tied. Second period, we are no longer tied. Tyler Madden has his second of the game against his former team, or at least the team that owned his rights. 20 minutes away. 20 gosh darn frackin' minutes away. Can we end this? They're out shooting us heavily. Power play early on for the Couv goes to waste. Power play for the Kings goes to waste. Still up by 1. Another power play goes to waste. Abbreviated power play for us goes to waste. We're halfway through the third period. 6.5 to go. Power play. No dice. 4 minutes. 3 minutes. 2 minutes. 1 minute. The Los Angeles Kings have swept the Vancouver Canucks. We are going to the second round. Oh, happy day. Tyler Madden and Carter Hart leading the way. Ben Bishop had a great game, but it just wasn't enough. Tyler Madden, spectacular performance. Carter Hart, spectacular performance. Alex Iafallo goes down to injury with a wrist sprain, which means we might just be seeing Anze Kopitar on the third line in the next round. But what an effort. What a spectacular effort from this team. That was really the best that we could have hoped to have seen from them through that first round. You could make the argument to move Kopitar over. He might not even end up playing. But Dylan Guenther, very quiet. All the more impressive that we swept the team when Guenther only had 1 point, the lone goal. Turcotte, point per game, great stuff. Savoy, 3 points in 4 games, pretty good as well. It was that second line that carried us. Carl Grundstrom, Rasmus Kupari, and Rick Van Kadishim. But the third line as well. I mean, Anderson Dolan was at least strong defensively, but no points. 3 goals for Tyler Madden, and then Iafallo had 3 points in 4 games. So that second line carried us. Austin Wagner was spectacular. Corrali didn't do much. Luff was okay. So again, it makes me wonder what the best move is for that fourth line. I know Corrali got that 1 goal. I mean, keep it the same. But obviously, we have someone like Chris Wagner who could fill in. And then there is the question of okay, do we try Kopitar on that fourth line again? Maybe just the playoffs, it'd be a different animal. Defensively, Dunn was just okay. He was just okay. But against the super-powered offense on the other side, I'm okay with he and Clegg having not done much. Bjorn Fott was solid. Anisimov was solid. Mo Marsh and Marcus Phillips were great. And speaking of great, if Carter Hart can do that, we're going to have a very interesting postseason run here. Because that is what we need from a goaltender of his caliber. When you get a player like Carter Hart, you choose him over a different goaltender as well in your system. That's what you need to see. Edmonton forced Game 6 against San Jose. Great news for us. But the Sharks are moving on. We will be playing San Jose in the next round. The Ontario Reign, a chance to end their series against Bakersfield here. They failed to do so. And with that, we'll be able to sim this 5th and final game. Will the Ontario Reign move on? Yes, they will. The Reign move on to round 2, as do the Kings. But as expected, a road to any sort of title contention is going to have to go through the San Jose Sharks in this postseason run. It looks as though Anze Kopitar will be in the lineup at the very least for Game 1, and we'll see what the captain does from there. For now, though, that will do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed. Again, we only failed 1 goal out of the 3 for this season. Now, we're playing with house money. Let's see what we can do. Let's see how far we can make it. Again, I hope you enjoyed this one. If you are, because it's not over yet, so you're still experiencing it. If you enjoyed the episode, you know the deal. Drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Help me out. Keep making this channel go wherever the hell it's eventually going to go. Probably straight down from here. Let's be honest. 2020's been that type of year. But hey, so be it. We had a good run. We really did. Check out everything in the description if you have not already done so. of course, not only for the socials, the Twitch where we stream every night, the Patreon as well, and of course a shout out to my patrons over on Patreon. It's a great day for you. There's a brand new video exclusive to that platform until this upcoming Wednesday, where I cover the top prospect pools in the NHL. That's right, I finally made that video. We are ranking the top prospect pools. That's available for all patrons. And then there was also a Houston episode as well. Of course, we have a exclusive franchise mode series to that platform as well. New episode of that will be up as well. Thank you all for watching. Greatly appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe. Have a good one. Take it easy.